What up, everybody? This is the Neutral Zone. It is the football pickup show. I am your host, J Love. They call me Javon Adams, but most people call me J Love. Some people call me Jay. Some people call me insignificant. But that's how we do it.
Oh my God!
I am joined by an esteemed panel of gentlemen. I'm going to start from my farthest from me, and then come to the closest. I have the one and only Sean McConnell. I have Earl Casual E. Burnett, and then I have the one and only Ed Easy Smith. What is good, gentlemen?
Same old, man. Good.
That's a long time.
About this time you defend your crown, man.
Everybody see that trophy right up there, right there? That's mine. So.
If you're watching us on Facebook Live, then you'll see this trophy in front, and it's cool because Earl Casual E, he ended up, and I was supposed to do it, so shout out to Casual E, because he ended up purchasing the trophy, and he came to Ed and I. We co-host the show. It's called Easy Sports Talk, and so we were on remote, and Casual E comes through like only Casual E can, and he brings the trophy, and I swear since then Ed has been sleeping with this trophy. It's all good because somebody's gonna take it. We're gonna rip it out of his hands this season. But so we do this. We have a great time. So me and my three other co-hosts, we have a great time. We talk about what's going on in the upcoming week of sports in terms of football. And then since we are based in Phoenix, Arizona, we have 4 segments. Our second segment is always a Cardinals centric. So we hope. Last season it wasn't all that fun, but we hope that this season, if nothing else, there are more points to talk about, and maybe there's not as many coach, what's what I'm looking for, cliches to be able to talk about this season. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this first segment, let's start from the top, gentlemen. We know that we're broadcasting this on Thursday, just so you know. So we'll go over all of it, we'll tally it up, and we'll figure out who's going to win the trophy at the end of the season. But we make our picks before the Thursday game, just so y'all know, watching on Facebook Live and listening to us on casualsports.com. But let's start with Chiefs at Jaguars. Here's the thing that I noted as the season goes on, as Ed Easy Smith loves, I'll go into a little bit more of the stats and being able to go over that stuff. But here's what I wrote down. Will Mahomes have a slight regression, or will it be an extreme regression? Because he passed for 5,097 yards last season. Kareem Hunt, he's now on the Browns. How much of a difference will that make, if at all? Defense gave up 26.3 points per game last season. Is the defense improvement of their base of additions? And so let's start with you, Sean. What do you think?
You know, the Jaguars, they have a new quarterback in Nick Foles, but it doesn't mean a damn thing. The Chiefs have goals of the Super Bowl, while the Jaguars are just hopeful that they finally have a quarterback. That's going to make the difference for this game, I think. I'm glad for the Jaguars that Bortles is gone, because Ed would have probably not survived another season if Bortles was on his team. But, I really think that the Chiefs are just too strong, too powerful, too quick, too everything for the Jaguars to handle right now, at least this early in the season.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think they're the same defense. Some of the faces that come back are the same, like Miles Jack and Calais and those guys, but after last year, when everybody just ran shot on them last year, I think that got in their heads a little bit. And then now they probably are kind of more dependent on the offense now, hoping and praying that Nick Foles could be a lot better than Bortles, so that they can get that swag back. But I don't know if I don't think they're the same defense. Of course, not against a team that's like with receivers running all over the place that they're going to play against. So I went with Kansas City too in that game.
You know me, I went the best move that Jacksonville made was getting rid of Bortles.
He wrote Bortles the worst last year.
I have that in my notes. That's off-season move. They got rid of Bortles. Now the defense might not be as good as they were a couple years ago. They obviously took some steps back last year, but they'll be rejuvenated just by the absence of Bortles. Meaning Foles will probably take better care of the ball. Think about it. They went into a lot of games knowing, man, we ain't got a chance because we got Bortles. So, and by the third, fourth quarter, they were
So he don't even need to be Nick Foles from the Super Bowl.
No,
All he has to be is Nick Foles from what, his first season in the league.
As long as his name ain't Bortles. High-powered offense coming in here with Casey.
Man.
Obviously, I'm going Casey all the way.
One of the things I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that Ed is a former NFL veteran. He played for the Lions. Played for the Lions.
Redskins,
Played for the Falcons.
You could probably play quarterback for the Jaguars right now.
So he has professional experience, and he also was a professional baseball player as well.
Sorry about that. One thing we forgot to mention with KC adding Shady McCoy.
That's going to be interesting.
To be underrated.
But is it one of those things like it's similar to adding that? NBA is really my sport, but so it's almost like adding that cool first round draft pick to your team when they 3 years past what their prime.
Right.
So I'm curious to see how that goes. So we'll definitely be paying attention to that. So let's move on to the Titans at the Browns. The Browns are the hip pick. So the Browns are the trendy pick. How will Baker Mayfield handle the pressure, and how will the offensive parts mesh? Will Freddie Kitchens, will he be able to handle the demands of being a head coach? He's been getting lambasted for really during the whole off season. For the Titans, it is now or never for Mariota. Your thoughts? Start with you, Easy.
Man, I'm just glad we get to the regular season so we can finally put the rubber to the road. Brown's been running their mouth all off season.
True that.
And it's time to either put up or shut up. I do think they'll win this game. Just to give you my pick, and you just took the words out of my mouth. It's make or break the time for Mariota. I don't trust him in these big games, or any game for that matter, when it comes time to win in the end. So, Brown's defense will be unleashed on him, I think. And this will be one of those classic beatdowns in the dog pound. I'm just hoping that they can keep their mouth shut after a couple wins. Because they start winning and get on a roll, we're all for a long season.
But see, now it's kind of ironic because remember last year I rode the Cleveland Browns like
You
crazy.
did.
And now I'm like, and I'm the first guy to tell you this year, it's like, no, that hype stuff, that's not going to cut it. But in this game, the Titans are going to be missing a key piece to their offensive line. And that's the guy's name, Taylor Lewan, for the 4-game suspension.
Mm-hmm.
And so that right there alone, the Mariota is not protected.
Yeah.
And so, this is going to be an ugly game. I got a feeling because Cleveland's going to come out, like I told everybody on the Casual Sports Show, Cleveland is going to be coming out struggling. They're not going to be hitting on all cylinders like everybody thinks they are. They're going to come out and struggle.
Okay.
Their coach is going to struggle doing what he does. Their whole game plan is going to struggle. Has all those egos got, under wraps yet?
Right.
I don't know if they're going to do it yet, so I'll look to them to struggle. But they'll get past this game. It'll be an ugly game. I think Cleveland will win.
I got a hot take.
Uh-oh.
Ed is going to hate Mariota as much as he hates Bortles. Mariota is the new Bortles for Ed. So with that being said, the Browns are a fun team to watch already. We can already tell they're basically stacked at every angle. This may very well be their coming out party in the NFL. I don't think it's going to be very pretty for the Titans. I have the Browns handedly.
It's going to be interesting, if nothing else, just to see how, when you're looking at, when their expectations are so high, it's about how you react, especially as a coach, as a leader, and everybody's looking to you and they're looking for the first cracks that you show and the weakness that you show. So it's going to be interesting. Let's get to the Rams and the Panthers. The Rams, Super Bowl hangover, you've heard that over and over again. So is that Super Bowl hangover question mark? Todd Gurley, I saw something today where they said that there's going to be no governor on him. They're going to run him as much as they can. I don't know if that's necessarily the wisest idea, but Goff, he just got his new deal. He's getting paid, fool. He's getting paid. Goff, to me, Goff is that puppet. I'm not saying he's not good, but it's McVay that's pulling all the strings. He is Geppetto, so we'll see about that. But defense, middle of the pack last season with the Panthers. Is Cam past his prime? Have all the hits? Are they catching up with them? And then I just wrote a note in terms of McCaffrey. So your thoughts on this? Let's go with you. what's going to be
Yeah, it's only one thing when you talk about the Rams. This is Gurley back to being Gurley. That's pretty much it with that. I mean, he has to be the same. We know something was wrong with Todd Gurley. That's something that they're not telling us.
Yeah, it's in the
all
league.
last season with that the playoff game and the Super Bowl. How do you keep your number one running back off the field and say, "Oh no, he was fine"? That didn't make any sense to me. And so I'm hoping that it's not one of those injuries that are, career-ending injury that they're trying to keep under wraps. What is he really battling? What is he trying to come back from? But they're not giving us any information about that. So I'm hoping he's back to Todd Gurley. Because if he is, then they're going to be hard to stop.
Cam Newton's going to play this game, but there is already injury concerns before the season even starts for Cam. That is a big red flag for me for the Panthers for the rest of the season.
Right.
Because we already know how Cam is late, always dinged up, always injured for how the style he plays. It's just the name of the game. But already to be injured and concerned with that by game one, it's a big problem. The Rams are going to capitalize on that on defense. This game will be closer than expected, I think, because of Gurley not really sure where he's going to be. But I still have the Rams on the road.
Yeah, I gotta go with the Rams here too, and they might come out looking a little sluggish because they played 0 snaps in the preseason. Can't expect them to come out clicking on all cylinders. The thing for me with Carolina, as you all mentioned so far, we have no idea what Cam's going to give us. I do have more confidence in Gurley than I think you guys probably do, just because I know what it's like, to finish the season, and that knee might be really bothering with an off season of care, a lot of rehab, and 10 to 11 care during the off season. He'll come in healthy. I guess the big question for me is how much they use him early, and how, I guess, that new thing, load management, if they cut his runs down, so maybe he's not touching the ball 30 times a game, maybe it's down to 20, 21, 22. So that will be how they preserve it. But I'm definitely going with the Rams on the road here.
You guys still think that Carolina's in the Super Bowl 3 years ago?
I think it's bad management. I think it's bad management of Cam Newton when you think about it, because if you have somebody who you feel is that valuable, then you should be able to adjust your game plan accordingly to be able to highlight him and to preserve him. I think that's the key. So let's get into Steelers at Patriots. The Patriots, all they do is win, cue the song. All they do is win, but when we have the Steelers at Patriots, they are without Antonio Brown. I'm a Raiders fan for y'all that are watching, y'all that are listening, so I'm a little bit upset right now. I knew this was going to happen, and we'll talk about it later. But, so Steelers at Patriots, it's the Patriots, sometimes they wrap up into a season, so they might have an early loss or two, and then by the time the middle of the season hits, and then going into the third and fourth quarters of the season, they're fine. So the Steelers, it's kind of a new era without AB there. Your thoughts on this one?
Well, I'm going to give you my pick, and then I got a nice little analogy.
Here we go.
The Patriots, they always come out of the box a little slow. This game is in New England, so I'm kind of leaning that way. So we'll pick New England for the game. I think this might be obviously one of the better games of the week. Now, my analogy is, right now in Pittsburgh, they're just laughing at Oakland. And remember when we were younger, and you were, let's say you might have been dating a girl or something like that, right? And then, it went really sour. And one of your boys wanted to come date her, right?
Oh, no.
And you're like, man, yeah, you go ahead, I got no problem with it. And then, doggone well what he's getting into, right? Next, he come, you talking about, man, that cheating heifer, blah, 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 and she, every time I turn around, see in my pocket, and you just sitting there just laughing at it. Because and that's exactly what the Steelers are doing right now. They just laughing at Oakland right now. We'll get into that later on. Man, come here, man.
Yeah. And that's exactly that's your analogies are perfect, and I hate you for that.
Yeah, this is going to be another one of those classic Pittsburgh-New England matchups. I still see New England win at home, but I would not be surprised if they lose this game close and create the yearly "what's wrong with the Patriots" national debate that always happens, like we've all said. It's going to be interesting to see. I know there was a funny story with, I think it was Schefter that was interviewing Gronk, saying what would it take for for him to come out of retirement. And he said Brady would just have to come rub some CBD oil on me and come back in. So, look for that to be the storyline during the game all the way up till kickoff.
Yeah, they normally come out of the gate slow, but they're able to win those games when they come out slow because they're always playing nobody. Now they get a powerhouse in game one and they show up for big games. Belichick gets them ready for big games, and a game one against a powerhouse already that early for them. I don't think they're used to that, but Pittsburgh has a dynamic offensive line. They're going to be running the ball. So look for Connor to just have a pretty good day in that game because Pittsburgh's a new team. They're a team that, like I said, they're bunkered down together now. They don't have anybody yappy. Hey Ben, I was open.
Yeah, man. Helmet issues.
They don't have that crap anymore. So,
all in the videos.
And
dancing.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Pittsburgh will win that game.
Oh, you got Pittsburgh?
I got Pittsburgh winning because of the running game.
Yeah.
If you can run the ball down somebody's throat, man, it just demoralizes the team. So I think that's what's going to happen.
Indeed. So we got the Lions and the Cardinals coming up. You good to go through?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so Lions and the Cardinals. One of the big things, and this is our low-hanging fruit, so to speak. And this is where Sean and Casual Eve, this is where they definitely shine. But with the Lions and the Cardinals in the offseason, the Cardinals had all kinds of turnover. Number one pick, let Rosen go, traded Rosen to the Dolphins, who are tanking. And here's what we got. So they didn't show anything during the preseason. Nothing. First team defense, first team offense didn't score a touchdown. First team defense didn't seem like they wanted to stop a touchdown. So Cardinals gave up 26.6 points per game last season. We have Kyler Murray, we have Cliff Kingsbury. The offensive line is a question mark that I wrote down. One of the things that the gentleman sitting next to me and also my co-host mentioned on our podcast that we do for Believe in the Arizona Cardinals was David Johnson seems sometimes a little bit tentative when he's carrying the ball. Defensive line, there are issues with defensive line in terms of run stopping, and then we got wide receivers. We brought in Crabtree, and of course we have Larry Fitzgerald, and so your thoughts where you want to go with this in terms of the Detroit Lions casualty?
Man, it can go a lot of different ways. We got a whole lot on this one, but I did some research from the Detroit side of this because everybody's concentrating on what the Cardinals gonna look like. What the Cardinals gonna look like. What the offense gonna look like.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I get all of that. But Detroit, if everybody's paying attention, they're a new offense too. We don't even know what to expect. Detroit's implementing a new offense.
It's supposed to be a little bit more balanced.
Exactly. And it's gonna be more power running.
We'll see.
What do we struggle with?
Power running. Yes, sir.
So if that's the case, then we're going to have to deal with that. Then you got to look at both these teams are trying their best to figure each other out. Cardinals picked up on the waivers Washington, the quarterback from Detroit.
Right.
And Detroit picked up our quarterback, Charles Carnot.
Both of them will be on the waiver wires
right after this game. Exactly. Exactly. Because that's what they're trying to do. But when I look at this game, it's like it's hard to even predict because nobody knows anything about either one of these teams, and that's really hard. But when you talk about the Cardinals, I'm concerned that they're going to just try to turn a switch on and put an offense out there, and it's supposed to run fluidly. I am really concerned about that. Really.
I gotta start with saying that I've been beefing with Benny from JV and Benny Blue since they had me on their show a couple weeks ago, and Benny's gonna be with you guys on Saturday. Right? The Lions are gonna lose this game. I'll just start there. But the Lions nor the entire league have zero clue about what the Cardinals' offense is actually going to look like. Nobody knows. They have an idea, but nobody knows. That means Matt Patricia having to overplan. But there's mathematically no way he can prepare for every possible scenario, every possible play that they're going to pull out, right? Trey Flowers is going to miss this game most likely. That's going to be a big hit, which our questionable offensive line right now may not have to worry about another man. That's good. That's good news, right?
True.
This game will have zero to do with the passing game. It has everything to do with who's going to stop the run. Unfortunately, the Cardinals have not shown any desire to do that so far.
Man.
That's all I got. In a nutshell.
I'm gonna contradict what you just said because you
I'm
said
shocked.
you said how the Lions have absolutely no idea what the Cardinals are gonna do. Neither do the Cardinals. Because they have not run any of their first track stuff against live action bullets. And
against
for
somebody
me,
other than
against
their own
owning themselves.
defense. Exactly.
And Jay and I talked about time through the whole preseason. Your practices are made to look good. It's all scripted.
Right.
It's all, you know, we run this against, they show the card. We want you guys, this is what you do as a defense. So you're scripting it all. There's going to be no script on Sunday. And the other thing I kept telling Jay and I kept talking, I was like, why are you hiding? After the first week, everybody's going to see it.
Everybody's going to see it.
After the first couple of plays.
After the first couple plays. So you can't pull it back.
You can't.
So the thought of, like, it's going to be this big secret.
All this secret.
Okay, so you come out and you're surprised at Detroit Lions and everybody else is like, hey, can we get that tape?
Right,
You know,
exactly.
so as far as my prediction, I am, because of the chaos I think I might see and because of what we haven't seen, I'm actually going with the Lions reluctantly, but like I said, because we haven't seen enough from the
There's
Cardinals.
one thing we all missing too with that too, with Matt Patricia coming from New England pedigree.
Yeah.
You know how Belichick is in a game.
Oh yeah.
He's like a chameleon. They can
Yeah.
change and adjust during a game.
Yeah.
So if Patricia's doing things the way Belichick did it,
Yeah.
can they adjust on the fly? And if they can, they have a hell of a pass rush. That Kyler's going to be running for. He's going to be running a lot.
And one last thing, you guys all talk about the balanced attack that Detroit might come in here. They might look at that secondary, young and inexperienced, without Patrick Peterson, and they might be so tempted to be like, we can't not take advantage of this back there.
Yeah.
They could abandon that game plan, and all of a sudden,
Just
boom,
let it fly.
out.
Let it fly. That's what I mean. They can change on the fly.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because one of the things I talked to Ed about what I mentioned was it's about adjustments. So you guys, more so than I, have played in terms of football and organized football, whether it's on the youth or high school or whatever the case may be. It's about the best coaches make those in-game adjustments. So will Kingsbury be able to make those in-game adjustments and be able to carry his team through?
Right, but he's been a rookie coach. That's going to be pretty difficult to do.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see. So that's something we'll definitely be chronicling during the course of the season. Let's get into the Texans at the Saints. That is the Monday night. That's one of the Monday night games. How far can Deshaun Watson take them? The Texans, they were second in turnover differential last season. That's turnovers while you make every effort to push that ball out, get those get those interceptions and all that stuff. But can that be duplicated given the fact that especially Clowney is gone and Watt, I think it's safe to say that he's injury prone at this point in his career. The Saints, will they bounce back from the end of last season? We know that the way that their season ended was so crazy that they ended up changing rules as a result of that. So is Drew Brees still a factor? So we'll start with you.
The Texans made a flurry of moves before the start of the season, and I'm not sold that it did much for them. They just made moves to make moves, it felt like. I mean, Tunsil's going to be nice against the pass rush, but there's nobody, I think, on the face of the earth that can truly stop Cam Jordan on their own. Nobody can. You're going to have to throw 2 guys, 3 guys at that guy. He's plays with his hair on fire. I see the Saints winning at home and taking that loss personally and proving a point from the start.
I'm the same way. In that dome, that advantage right there, and you got big, real great points on it. Made some moves. I think Tunsil will be more of a long-term effect. This game too short, to come in that quickly and get the game plan and know the schemes and everything. So, they'll try to protect them as much as they can. I just think too much Drew Brees, too much Kamara, too much Thomas, and they win this game. Not handily, but they win it easily.
Yeah, you're right. Tunsil is for long term for Watson's sake.
Yeah.
300 plus hits. I mean, that boy was taking a beat. So now that he has time to throw the ball, you imagine him and Hop gonna be hooking up like left and right. So the Saints will win this game, but it's gonna be a shootout. I think it's gonna be an offensive shootout.
Cool. So when you speak of the shootout, we would have said maybe this upcoming game would have been one of those things, quite possibly. Colts and Chargers, Luck is gone, he's out. Brissett, he has a contract extension, so he has a little bit of comfort when it comes to security when it comes to his money that's coming in. Can Brissett get this team into the playoffs or even go deep into the playoffs for the Chargers? Or the Chargers, is their window to take the next step before, is this their time before that window closes for Rivers and the things that they have going on with their running back Gordon? Let's go with you.
Well, this is pretty simple. The Chargers will win this game, but it's more going to be a slap in the face to Melvin Gordon. Because what they're going to do, this game just going to say, okay, this is why we proved you we don't really need you. You're not Todd Gurley. You're not Zeke Elliott. Dude, you overvalued yourself. I mean, I get it. You want to try to get paid, get paid. But,
True that.
But the Chargers will win this game because the AFC South is a dumpster of garbage right now. I mean, the Texans, I know we talked about them in the last one, but they're going to run away with that and can still win that division 8-8. And the rest of the teams ain't going to even challenge. So.
That's true.
This was a great matchup before, like about 3 weeks ago. And, Gordon, it was still possible he might come in. Now this is one of them. This is like one of them doo-doo games right here. This is probably Chargers, beating them down. Brissett. Here's the thing. They're in Indianapolis. They're still over the hangover of, man, is he really gone?
Right.
Meaning, look, they're like, because it happens so instantly and quickly. And I've been in locker rooms when you get something like that, it's like, whoa, dudes are still sitting at home, talking about, man, maybe he'll come back,
Right.
And so there's a lingering effect.
Maybe come back.
I think what's going to happen, this is going to be a runaway for Chargers. As Brissett gets his legs underneath him, it might be a little better. But like I said, this one went from this to that in a matter of minutes.
All right, we're going to try one of these analogies on for size to see if they had enough for his money. So, the most surprising move of the offseason for sure. The Colts are sailing the seas with no captain. Meanwhile, the Chargers are sailing without an engine. Will Melvin Gordon show? Doesn't seem likely, but the quarterback position is more valuable in this game. I'll take Rivers over Brissett.
Absolutely. Gotcha. Okay. It's going to be interesting. So, Giants at the Cowboys. We know that Daniel Jones is waiting in the wings. We know that Ezekiel Elliott, he just signed today as we record this. So will Saquon? My question is this: will Saquon Barkley carry the ball 300 plus?
Yes.
That's one of the things, because I think that's just bound to happen with the way that Manning has been maligned, and then of course Daniel Jones. How soon before they transition to Daniel Jones? How long? I asked how long will the standoff between Jones and Ezekiel Elliott last, but we know that that's over now. But then on the Cowboys, really contender with Zeke on the roster.
Zeke got paid.
Yes, sir.
The Giants are clearly wanting to rebuild. They're still hesitant on benching Eli, which blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Blows my mind. I mean, he got you 2 Super Bowls, I get it, but the parade was 3 years ago.
That's like the Kobe Bryant effect.
No, but worse. Worse, because Kobe can still play.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not gonna throw shots, but I gotta throw shots.
Yeah.
Vegas hates New York's odds so bad with Eli. Then without Eli, I have to go Cowboys, even though I don't want to. Cowboys are gonna win.
They always struggle with the Giants. I don't care what the Giants' record is. Somehow, why do they always open up with the Giants? For the last, 4 years? It's America's 3 years.
It's like the Red Sox and the Yankees.
It was in class.
But you asked the question of this Dallas Cowboys are Super Bowl contender. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't have trust in that as far as being a Super Bowl quarterback that can lead them to. They'll always be in the playoffs, but the Super Bowl.
Okay.
If they use the right formula, they're a Super Bowl.
What formula is that?
That is
Just give
heavy
Zeke the ball
doses
500
of
times
Every
and
dose
wear
of
him out for
that,
that
or
contract.
Zeke, and then play action and short stuff with,
Okay.
don't get too fancy with your boy, especially in the contract year.
Right.
Real quick and simple, this is Eli's last stand. As long as I get his swan song, As soon as we get to a point in the season, it's going to be okay, man. Come on, sit down with me. Limited Zeke in this game, I think, because he's just come back to the Knicks. Still too much for.
What if Eli comes out and lights it up?
They'll still be waiting for that shoe to drop. It'll be okay.
Wait for
He
that
had 4
one
touchdowns this game,
incomplete.
but will he have 3 interceptions next game?
Yeah.
We'll be waiting for it.
Yeah, that's
This last segment is what we call like the rapid fire segment, just for various reasons. Oh, did I skip out of it? I don't care about it. I don't care about it. But let's
just throw that into the world.
Indeed, yeah. So you got that. So Falcons, Vikings. Let's get into that. So with the Falcons, when it came out today that Julio Jones will play without. I mean, he has 2 years left, and he's going to play without getting his contract extension. With the Vikings, we have a gentleman here on the staff on the show that has a relative that's playing on the game.
Yeah.
So, but he's getting passes thrown to him by Kirk Cousins. So let's get your thoughts. I'll let you start. Because when I wrote down for the Falcons and the Vikings, will year 2 for Cousins be similar to last year, or will he lead this team? So let's start with you.
It's time for Cousins to earn that money, man.
Yeah.
$84 million, man.
He even said
Flat out, time for him to earn that money.
Yeah.
Thank you for the shout out to my nephew, Earl Smith Jr. I will be flying up after our show on Saturday to go catch the game Sunday, so I will be in the house of that brand new stadium. Simple and sweet, like I said. And this is really interesting matchup because Matty Ice, time for him to kind of, if you want to be considered one of the best in the league, it's like, come on, man. And
He's just,
he's one of those dudes that puts up the stats, always seems like he's right there, but how you do it, Jay?
just doesn't quite curl.
So, I'm looking for the Vikings to win at home. If this game was in Atlanta, I'd probably go with the Falcons. Hopefully my nephew gets a little shine out there and catch a couple balls. I'll be out there. So we're going Vikings.
Yeah, I was definitely on the fence about this game more than any of them. Levy want to take the home team, the Ed rule. But I'm not sold on the Viking offense with Captain Checkdown. I'm just not. Hopefully he can take that next step, like we're saying. But until then, it's got to be a proven to me thing for this season.
Okay.
I think we kind of giving Matt a hard time. Right? You got to look at, he got his team to a Super Bowl, and his defense could not stop the freaking Patriots. If his defense does their job, Matty Ice is a Super Bowl champ.
That's true.
So, I mean, come on, we got to give him some props here. Dude got his team to a Super Bowl. So we can't, Dak can't say he did that. None of these guys that are in his tier can say they got anywhere near a Super Bowl other than wins. And Foles did that for him. So, it's like, give the dude some props. This matchup is familiar to you, right?
Oh, yeah. Deja vu, man. Deja vu.
For those of you that don't know, Ed played in the Super Bowl with the Falcons.
Yeah.
So this matchup is great.
And it's about the same result, too,
Yeah.
probably, because it's two offenses that are just high-powered offenses. It's going to be a shootout type game.
Indeed. So that's what's up. So now, thank you for the correction, Mr. Easy. So now we go into the rapid fire segment. So Broncos at Raiders. If we can get through this real quick.
Thank you.
That's going to be a Monday night game. So what I wrote was, are the Broncos a dumpster fire in the making? Raiders will, year 2 of the John Gruden experiment, find the Raiders trending up with the revamped roster. And if I could edit that now, I would say, will Antonio Brown be on the roster by week 2? But let's start.
Man, the way things are going, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we were talking earlier before the show. I commend the Raiders front office and Mayock for putting their foot down with this dude, because when you get started like he has and all the limelight, you start becoming entitled. And I think that's what his issue is. And there could be a mental issue somewhere in this dude's head, like we were saying earlier. But I think he's entitled. I think he's a star, and everybody's supposed to have his name in their mouth, and he's supposed to be the big guy. Nobody. You saw what he put on the Instagram talking about, "Don't tell me what to do. Tell me what I can't do." I'm like, dude, you work for them.
Hey, yeah.
If Joe Schmo, if I walk into my job and tell my job, you can't tell me what to do, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna be out the door. So I commend Mayock for standing up and doing his job.
Real quick before I hand over to you, Easy, he said, "This is what it's like. It's the person that says, tell him I said." This is what John Green's doing to Mayock. Tell him, tell him this. And so that there's a buffer between Mayock and Antonio Brown. I mean John Green and Antonio Brown, because John Green has to be the one saying, tell him this. Right. Find him this. Right. Yeah, there has to be that buffer. But
and to that point, why isn't Gruden the one he's having the issue with?
Because Mayock is the one coming up to him and saying, because it's Mayock's name on the letter that he received. So it's that. You know where it's really coming.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Shouldn't Gruden be in the media saying some stuff too, like this guy is doing things that are dividing a team, and he's come back. We stand up for him. You know, he's down with it.
As a friend of mine used to say, what you're saying sounds too much like right. Sounds too right.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys just answered my question. Too many distractions, starting off with hard knocks and everything else. Antonio Brown has done nothing to add to it to make it where you're at home, but you might as well be playing on the road, because it's just, like I said, it's my normal pick. I would go with Oakland. I can't pick that, so I'm going Broncos.
I mean, you asked if the Broncos are a dumpster fire in the making. Can't we say the same the other way around, Jay?
Yes, we can.
Okay, we can say the same thing the other way around. My argument's a little bit different. I think the Raiders are just too intriguing for the media, for the national media, for them to be beat by the Blaine Broncos that don't know who they really are right now. I mean, it's a team that kind of doesn't know what to do. They have Flacco, but is it the ghost of Flacco? Did Flacco even have a body to begin with? Like, whatever happened with him? So, you know, the Raiders they're very intriguing. So I still have to go with them. But this is such a weird game. It's on Monday, and it's gonna be weird. Something's gonna happen, but not in the game. It's gonna be something on the sidelines, something in social media that's gonna happen. Who knows? But we'll talk about it next week, I'm sure.
Yes, indeed. So as we transition to the 49ers and the Buccaneers, I want to say that the Buccaneers with Bruce Arians leading the way are most likely to be up in the club with the three coaches they got going on. And they got the brothers in the spot. We're gonna catch them in the club doing their thing. But no, I want to commend. I want to just take a second to commend Bruce Arians for being forward thinking, for not only with empowering African Americans and people of color, but also women as well in terms of his coaching staff. So that's just surprising. But Jimmy G, boom or bust, dude. Is this the dude that was just looked the part until he got paid, or is he going to come through? Can Bruce Arians make Jameis Winston a consistent quarterback? Those are a couple of the good questions that I had. What you got, Sean?
Yeah, the quarterback whisperer, man. He could make me into a great quarterback. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Hey, boomer bust. I'm saying bust.
Don't worry about it, baby. You got it.
I'm saying Jimmy G is a bust. It's not going to work out for the Niners. They're going to be stuck with him for a while with that contract. Yeah. BA will do the Cardinals a favor by giving San Fran their first loss of the year. He's known San Fran's kind of shtick for the last couple of years being with the Cardinals. That gives him an advantage. Crab legs or no crab legs, I'm going Buccaneers.
Jimmy G is a product of Bill Belichick's system. Okay. That's where his success came from. Any quarterback is going to be successful in Bill Belichick's system. Ask, what's the quarterback that went 11-5 when Brady went down?
It was Kansas City. Kansas City.
His name was right on the tip of my tongue.
Wow, how do we all forget this?
Matt something.
Matt Castle.
There it is, Castle.
One of the most garbage quarterbacks ever. Can go 11-5 under that system. Yeah. It's a product. He was a product of Bill Belichick's system. Can you take Jimmy G out of that system and put him in another system? I don't think so. At the same time, he's coming back off an ACL injury that's going to take him a whole year to get confident in that leg again. So pump the brakes on Jimmy G, and all that madness, because they're going to be struggling again this year too. They have the same way.
I think they struggle on the road too. I do think Shanahan can give him an opportunity to be a good quarterback. It's going to take time because he missed all last year, rusty, not a whole lot of work this preseason. I say we look at Jimmy G around game 6, 7, 8
We're gonna ask
to
him, what's
cast
wrong
our
with Jimmy
ballot.
G?
Yeah,
Well,
but I definitely see and once again another quarterback, Winston, on that same Mariota program. Meaning this time you either do it or we might be moving on. This is not going to be a big contract for you.
That's true. Yeah. So this next one, real quick. This was the Thursday night game. It was Packers and Bears.
And boom goes the dynamite.
And boom goes the dynamite. So 10-3, it was the Packers over the Bears. So just one of those things. So
Okay.
So who did you guys pick for this one?
I picked Bears, man. I thought the defense was going to be too hard to get past, and not that the Packers offense is going to be shaky, but there were some missing pieces this year, so I thought defense was going to win this game. And it was a defensive game, I guess, but it didn't seem like it was much of anything.
I think it was a preseason game.
This is when you order the potato skins and they're cold. It's an appetizer for the season. This is what this game was. It was cold potato skins.
Well done.
I like that. I like that.
Well done.
I'm in regular season form. They were. I mean, jeez.
I think that one thing, it's hard to live up to hype.
Yeah.
It's hard to live up to hype. The Bears, all the hype last year, they're supposed to be this team, they're supposed to come in. It's hard to get up and get to that same level. So I went for the Packers simply because just that one X factor.
Okay.
How they opened up last year, what happened? Bears went up on them and a limping Aaron Rodgers came back. And
that's a good point.
And tonight, it's just the same thing. He just gets it done against them. I don't know why.
Trubisky versus Rodgers.
You made it so simple. Overlook that simple fact.
I hate you, bro. Bills at the Jets. One of the things I wrote down, so we know one of the big moves during the offseason was Le'Veon Bell going to the Jets. Question mark. So Le'Veon Bell is on the Jets. Does Sam Darnold show growth and translate that growth into wins? So your thoughts as to what you can do?
I actually think he will. When you give a good quarterback with the mind that he has to read defense and you give him a running back like that, it opens up a whole lot of things. It makes things a whole lot easier for you too. So same thing, we're trying to hope that David gets off his butt and gets back himself to give Kyler that same type of thing. But yeah, I would say the Jets look out for them. I think having a running game is the key. Having a running game is key.
You said it all. I like the addition of Bell.
Yeah.
Great tool for Sam Darnold to have.
Yep.
Help him in his maturity. Adam Gates, question mark.
Yeah.
Quarterback whisperer, we'll see. But
I whisper.
I'm going Jets, yeah. Woo. I am surprised though. There's a lot of people picking the Bills to be like this up and coming, and I don't see it. Yeah, I've been looking around. Yeah, they got some people picking them to be second in the division and contending for a wild card stuff like that. I don't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever these two teams play, I fall asleep. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about these two teams in New York, man, but they don't move the needle at all. They always play these weird games in the weather. This isn't going to be a weather game, obviously, but I'm going Jets. 1, their home team. 2, Bell. That helps. I don't believe in anything that these two teams can do. It's just a weird matchup every time they play.
Got you. Speaking of, when you say that you fall asleep for this one team, so we got the Bengals at the Seahawks. The Bengals just don't interest me at all.
No.
So Bengals and the Seahawks, and what I have is the Seahawks defense ready to reestablish itself? They've made some moves. We know that they have Russell Wilson, and he is to quote Key and Peele, he's a hybrid. So if anybody ever watched that skit that they have, but so your thoughts on this game, Bengals at Seahawks?
Man, Seahawks just keep reinventing themselves, man. I don't know how they do it. They find a way to be relevant every single time. But I'm not really afraid of the Clowney addition, though.
Okay.
Because Clowney has a tendency to still take plays off.
Yeah.
He don't bring it all the time. He has not been that guy that we saw in that college game that blew dude up.
Oh, of course.
He has not been that guy that we've been afraid of. So I'm not really too much worried about him. But yeah, the Seahawks will defensively still be good.
AJ Green is going to miss this game. That leaves a Cincinnati offense that typically stalls, permanently stalled for this game. Whether or not the Seattle defense is engaged or not, this is going to be an offense that's in their own way all night long, on the road, in Seattle, with those fans that drink way too much coffee. That's what's going to be going on.
One of the happiest dudes in all of Arizona is Marvin Lewis because he got the hell out of Cincinnati. And I mean, they're just notoriously bad. They're gonna go up there and just get rolled by.
Did you see
Seattle.
Marvin Lewis at the ASU game on the sideline with her?
No, I know you were there.
Yeah, I had totally forgot he was on the staff, and I was like, Marvin, oh yeah, it was weird.
Not
seeing-
preparing a game plan.
Yeah, it was weird seeing him out there. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Okay.
Redskins and Eagles. Look, is Wentz really the answer, or is he Mr. Glass? That's what I wrote down. So let's start with you, Easy.
Who's Case Keenum is the Washington quarterback.
Yeah.
That's enough.
That's-
Yeah.
He's so amazing that a piece of glass can beat Case Keenum.
Going into Philly, that's gonna be Case Keenum. Yeah, okay.
Shattered glass can beat Case Keenum.
Mr. Glass, unbreakable. The Eagles fans are unbreakable. Even if their quarterback's Mr. Glass. The Eagles are going to be starting the year on the right foot, hopefully, and the correct healed foot and ankle and knee and whatever.
Yes, sir.
I go Eagles.
And if he stays healthy, you know what he can do. But that's going to be the question. He just has to prove it. I mean,
Indeed.
That's it.
Indeed. So the last one before we head out of here, Ravens at Dolphins. All right. Look,
Oh,
my brother.
man.
I gotta say this to LJ Lamar Jackson. Can you complete passes, dog? For real. I know you can run, but can you complete passes? And then are the Dolphins going to tank this season? So let's start with you, Sean.
You saved the best for last. I mean, you really did. This has got to be the game of the week. I'm going to say this a lot this year. The Dolphins really, really want Tua, really badly. They're going to lose every game to get that quarterback. How can you stop a team that has two starting running backs in the Ravens? How can you beat that?
Right.
So yeah, the Dolphins are going to do everything they can to lose the two running backs and no quarterback.
You asking Lamar complete passes. Can he complete passes against a varsity team?
Ooh.
Now, you can't complete passes against that team.
Ooh.
Something wrong.
Ooh. Okay. I feel you.
I'm obviously picking the Ravens, but watch this be a game where Fitzpatrick comes out.
Oh, the magic for the
Fitzmagic
start.
might throw for 8 touchdowns and 1,700 yards in one game
1,700 yards.
and screw us all up. So beware.
Still
That's
three
all.
picks. Still
Yeah, it's 3 picks, but I'm just saying.
Well, he's getting older, so in 4 games gonna get cut down to 2 of magic.
Man, that is, and that's how we do it. So on behalf of Sean McConnell, on behalf of Earl Burnett, on behalf of Ed Smith, I am Javon Adams. We do this every Thursday, so we have fun doing it. We hope that you enjoy it as well. Make sure you check us out, casualsports.com, KAZUALSPORTZ.com, KSRNAZ.com as well. So until next time, you can.
All right, Facebook. Yep.
Yeah.
That looked freaking awesome, man.
telling you.
Also,
Popping.
also, we gone?
Oh, we go.